Many a times I get this question related to that how is the CMA examination evaluated. Now here, if you just see the results of someone who has given the examination, you get marks out of 500. So out of 500, if you get 360, you pass the examination. That's what is the criteria to pass. That's 72 percentage to pass. But is that all? No. You need to get at least 50% in your MCQs to move forward towards your essay questions. So does that mean that if I pass, if I get more than 50 marks in my MCQs, that means I've passed the MCQs and it's just the essays remaining? No, it's not like that too. Then there is one more query which has come in, that how will you get to know in the exam if you've got more than 50 or not? So all to answer all these queries, I would like to say it here in this particular video is that the CME exam evaluation is highly confidential, and you do not have all the information. So even on the internet there's no more information. It's all educated guesses there. Now what will happen is, see, if you have to give this CMA examination, if I want to give the examination in suppose September October, now in September October there's an examination window. I can give my examination on any day, provided it's any day where the slot is available, the examination space is available. At that time I can give the examination. And now comes in is that, suppose I give my examination on 5th of September, there's another person giving their examination on maybe 25th of September. What are the chances that the questions which I have got he's also going to get? Now that's a bit tricky there. Now what questions I've got, if I'm giving my examination, there's another person also giving the examination. What are the chances that we'll get similar or same questions? Well, that's a challenging question, but still, what I can understand and what I know is that you are not going to get similar questions or the same questions. They have, what I believe is that CMA, the IMA Institute has a very vast question bank which they have, and that's highly confidential. You cannot see those questions in either Gleim, Wiley, Hawk, any material. You cannot see those questions. Those questions are going to come like independent. They can be like related questions, but they cannot be like this is the same question which I just solved it in my practice. You're not going to get that. You're going to get different questions. So in that manner, what happens now, while I was studying, I also heard this, that the CMA will have some sets, like they'll have set A, B, C. In set A the questions are highly difficult, in set B the questions are moderate, in set C they're easy questions, and there will be a mixture of all those questions coming to you. And then when the examination is done, they are going to evaluate based on the weights of how good you were in the easy questions. You were good, you will get less marks in that. If there are tough questions, you will get more marks. If you did it right, you will get more marks. These all are some bullshit stories which are going across the internet. Well, while we were doing it, we used to look around for these, and this is actually for those students who are really new to the qualification, or maybe who have failed in one of the attempt. They will talk all about these stuff. Well, if you are going to give your examination, don't think about the 50%. Don't think about maybe if I have failed, or maybe my essays did not open, it means that I did wrong in my MCQs. Or suppose my essays have opened, it means that I have done really well in my MCQs. I can standardize and say it all for you guys here in this video itself. I'll say that if you're losing marks, you're losing marks in your MCQs. If you are losing marks, you're losing marks in your MCQs only. That's the place where you lose your marks. Essays is not a place where you can lose your marks if your preparation is good. You cannot lose marks there, because there'll be a scenario, and in that scenario you will get 4 to 5 questions which are really short answers which you need to write down. You do not have to write down pages of pages. Your language, just if it is understandable, it's more than enough. It's not like you should use some heavy verbatim or heavy jargons in the examination to get good marks. Nothing like that. There'll be basic questions in it. There'll be questions related towards the scenario which is given to you. what I would suggest you is that in your practice, if you're practicing MCQ questions, you should get at least 90% in your practice. 80 to 90% you should get in your practice of your MCQs, because that's the place where you can lose marks. Suppose in your practice you are getting 50%. Suppose you take 10 questions and you're getting 5 questions right, or suppose you're getting 6 questions right, or suppose you're getting 7 questions right out of those 10, still that is not enough to pass the examination. You should get at least 80 to 90% in every practice test you give. Suppose if you're not getting 80 to 90%, you're getting 50%, then you need to practice more. You should look into what are the areas you need to improve, what are the concepts which you need to clear to get more marks in your practice itself. In your practice, if you're getting 80 to 90%, then you're going to pass the examination. So I hope that you are not going to overanalyze the grading system. Talk about it. Like I really get DMs about from students, sir, how will I get to know if I've got 50 plus in the exam? From where are the questions going to come? How difficult is the question going to come? Will I be able to pass it? Seriously, I don't have an answer to this question, that sir, will I be able to pass the examination? How will I know it? Because I don't even know you. How can I say that will you be able to pass the examination or not? See, if you're an average student and you're a good thinker, okay, you're a good thinker, you understand stuff properly, you can relate to things, you can grasp things fast, then CMA will be good for you. But if suppose you think that in your 12th you've got less marks, in your 10th you've got less marks, I'm not going to consider that as a basis. In your graduation you've got less marks. Well, that system is like you just read a question, you understand that question, you write it down, you get marks there. So there are people who've got 90 marks in their 11th, 12th, and they've struggled in the CMA because it is testing more of your IQ, it is testing more of your decision making and your analytical thinking towards the subject. That's what it is testing. So if you are street smart, if you are good enough by analyzing problems and solving problems in your real life also, then CMA will be a good qualification for you, and you can make a good career as a business consultant or a business developer, or not developer in the IT side development, but there will be a lot of stuff which you can learn about, which you can improve yourself. In fact, I would say that by data analytics and business analytics getting integrated into the CMA qualification, it's a really good opportunity for you guys to grow into as a business consultants, and also take data and leverage your skill set and have a better future ahead. I hope that the grading system will not be a doubt after watching this video. Concentrate on getting 80% to 90% in your practice. Don't look into and hear about all those, this question can come, that question can come. Nobody knows from where the question is going to come. In fact, if suppose you've given the examination of your CMA examination, before you start the examination, you enter into an ethical, undertaking that you would not leak the questions. You should not share the questions which you are going to, write it in the, or you're going to face it in the examination. Believe me, while I was doing it, I used to think that they're saying these many things. Let us just see if we can remember some questions. After the examination, you will not remember questions. You will just remember few questions. Few questions you will be able to remember. After a few days, you will not remember those questions. If you ask me what questions came in my essays, I don't remember. I really don't remember, and I don't know what questions came in my 100 MCQs also. Because, see, by the time you get the first question, you solve it, you finish it off. You go to the second. Then that's again challenging, then third, then fourth, then fifth. By the time you are in your 10th question, you don't remember what was your first question. You don't have that time, you don't have that memory to memorize questions. Just keep solving. Try to get 80 to 90 marks in the in your practice. Try attending more and more new questions, and take time, like 10 minutes. I have to complete 5, 6 questions. Time yourself and you'll be able to complete your CMA. I hope that this video is highly helpful for you. If yes, then like this video, and if you want to share some thanks to us, there's a thanks button down below. You can support me by that I can make more videos for you guys, for you CMA aspirants. And if you want to get started with some classes from my side, then that's also there available. You can WhatsApp me on the number below, and I'll reach you out. You can reach me out on the number given below, and we can discuss about it. Thank you very much for watching.